Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, warm welcome and thank you so much. I thought I would go ahead and give you a video today. I was going to do this yesterday and just did not get the chance. I'm still kind of like recovering from my procedure. I had what they call a radio frequency ablation. It's where they go in and deaden the nerve, like in my back. I'm eventually probably going to have to get the left side done. Just have to wait and see what happens. Right now, my pain is at maybe like a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. So yes, it's kind of an interesting thing. But you do what you gotta do in the name of, trying to be pain-free. I don't think I'm ever going to be pain-free, but if you're new, about 2 years ago, this coming summer, I found out that I had scoliosis, and I was absolutely shocked at the curvature of my spine. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's not curved like this, but it's like curved into a backward C, like into the right side, and kind of pushes into my pelvis, which makes it very, very painful. It almost feels like the back pain you get when you get your period, if you are a female that comes into my channel. Just see what little thing that needs fixie. When I found out about this stuff, I'm like, this is awful. This is just absolutely awful. What the heck? But I have found ways of dealing with it. I have found ways of dealing with pain. A lot of times I found myself, popping pills, and I know I probably shouldn't do so much, but it's hey, whatever it is you do, you do. There for a little while, I was on a prednisone course, and it was like pushing into my evening, and I had to start taking Ambien for a little while, because my prednisone was keeping me from sleeping. And I'm like, that Ambien stuff is kind of nice, kind of like settles me down for the night. And with that, I have been told, you got to devote a full night sleep. So it's one of those where you shouldn't get out of bed, like, for any reason, like, whatsoever, unless you absolutely have to, I guess. I used to work in a pharmacy. My sister has pharmaceutical in her background, and she was telling me about this because I believe she takes Ambien as well. So if you find yourself, needing something to like settle down for the night, and having a hard time with it, see your doctor. It's like the Ambien just might help you. I thought I ought to make a video for this today. Like I said, since I didn't get a chance to do this yesterday, I was just not feeling it. My sister already. But that's just my sister. But when I consider doing these videos, I consider, the products that I want to use, and the look that I was technically going for. And maybe I should start using cue cards, but it's like, hey, whatever. I usually start with a clean, well moisturized face, and therefore, but recently I started using an dark circle eye cream. This is the Keo, and I got this one from Marshall's, and I actually really like this. I mean, look how thick that cream is. It's really, really nice. And underneath my concealer, it is really, really, really nice, and does make a huge difference. It really, really helps. In the mug, we've got a coconut mocha coffee from Starbucks with the Coffee Mate Kahlua creamer. It is absolutely fantastic. Their Kahlua is kind of something new. So I'm really, really excited about it, and I do have another bottle waiting to be opened as soon as this other one is finished. I think someone has been using my stuff, and I think that someone might be my daughter. Not just, my food type items, but, some of my, like, trying to think. Like some of my bath type items, like my body scrub, my micellar water to take the makeup off my face. A lot of what I have in front of me is like Revlon type products, at least like a couple of them anyway. And I thought I would go ahead and pull a blue eye makeup with the Revlon Color Stage Night, and this is a brand new shade called Gorgeous, number 580 in Gorgeous. It has some beautiful blues. It has a very dark blue for lining, which I usually use to line underneath. I don't really use a eyeliner like that, to line my upper lines. Usually I use a black eyeliner for that. But I do follow the instructions on the back, to try to make a beautiful day look. And then to just take this into night, that gorgeous silver. Silver is beautiful. And if you want to tone it down, you can always use like a gold instead. But I have tried that silver at least once, and I really, really like it. I do want to, let's see here, take into this beautiful shimmery blue here, because I do see something that kind of needs fixed. Like right in here, so you can kind of see it a little bit more. If I turn my head just a little bit. So I'm looking like into the camera on my phone and also into the mirror in front of me. I just want to accentuate this just a little bit, saturate color. When I was doing this morning, I was watching something about the Phoenicians. Talk about an interesting culture. Oh my gosh. Like sacrificial, like bloodletting and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, they were kind of weird. Oh yeah, very weird. Gonna take, instead of using this very messy little applicator, that applicator is just really messy. I don't like it at all. I'm gonna take a Q-tip and use some of that kind of like that stone based blue, kind of like a grayish blue. I love blue. I've always been like attracted to blue. I can remember in my house in Hollidaysburg, I live here in PA, a lot of my room was blue. I like blue. I am going to show you how to take this in tonight by applying maybe some of that silver to the lid. But you want to use a kind of like an ash brown to start the brightest blue, the blue that you're putting in your crease. I use a deeper blue. I guess we're gonna go like in a different direction today than we normally do, because you should technically do your eye makeup before you do the rest of it. I kind of do the opposite. I use this little What's the Tea, the chamomile infused. This is in Ooh La La, and it is your technical ash brown, the kind of, like takes and transitions that blue and just makes it look so much better. The payoff on your colors, if you use a brown base of some kind that can technically go with your skin, I can do a golden brown, but I like the look of an ash brown a little bit better. It's just, I don't know what it is. I just tend to like that better. But when you push that, that bright sapphire blue in there, just make sure you're going like light-handedly, taking and putting your fingers down further onto the brush, and then just, you know, just that little window wiping method, kind of, and leaving the top bare, like no highlight whatsoever, unless you want to put a little bit of that silver on top, you know, that's totally up to you. But, you know, I have been playing with this for a little while on and off and really like it. When I do the rest of my makeup, I have learned that less is more. The Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable, presently using 201 Classic Beige. This is a high definition finish and is very natural looking. It's just one of those things where even if it has some kind of a sunscreen in it, sometimes, you know, it can look very white. But less is more, definitely. Just don't go nuts with the powder either. I use the Coty Airspun, and this is in translucent extra coverage. All you do is take a little blending brush. Let me see if I can find it. There it is, and just take a little bit from what's in the top, or sieve some out into the cap. Take just a little bit in areas where your makeup can move, like through here, around the mouth, down here under your eyes, not directly underneath, but you know, where you've applied concealer. When I apply concealer, normally it's not too terribly heavy, and I try to find something that technically will go with my skin tone. I have found this. It's the Essentially Ageless Hydrating Serum Concealer. It does have hyaluronic acid in it. I don't know if it has any squalane in it, but you know, even for being a dollar store find, this stuff is freaking fantastic. And I do have a blush from that line as well. It's kind of like a what's the word? Kind of like a peachy pink tone, kind of. It is very beautiful. I do like it a lot. I just don't go for powder all over my face anymore. So your powder will last you forever if you do it that way. And there's absolutely no reason to choke your skin with a ton of makeup. It's just not all that wonderful to do that. That's more like those 1980s looks, and it's just really bad looking. It's kind of interesting how I do things, because I don't do things the way a lot of other people do. I kind of, you know, like take products that I use, products, you know, that have been given to me, and just try to make a look out of it. I mean, brows, definitely brows. I've been using a Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit, using the wax with my fingers, you know. I'll brush, you know, my brows in the direction of where I'd like them to go, and then apply a shade of brown. I have been using the darkest brown. I could probably use the lighter. My hair has been colored recently. Really liking it. It's that Schwarzkopf, and oh my gosh, even for close to $12, that stuff is really nice. So whenever I have extra money, my husband will go and get me a kit. Now he knows which one to get, because I take the kit in espresso, and it just makes a difference, a huge difference with that hair color. I use a little bit of this over the top of my brows just to kind of keep them set. I don't really see the need for anything clear. I don't know what it is, but you know, I just don't think clear does it for me. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow in brunette. And it seems like my brows always seem just a little bit, I don't know if it's the lighting. They just always look like they hardly look like they're there. But maybe it's just the lighting. Because I know I go through like a crap ton of like brow product. Because it just, you know, makes it look so much better. When I do finish off the eye makeup, I use a Wet n Wild Breakoff Proof Waterproof Retractable Eyeliner. This one is $4.92 in black. I don't know if you can see it. It's very tiny. Just line the way you like. I try to keep mine real thin and tight to the line. Starting clear out here and coming inwards. And trying not to catch my eyelashes with it. Because if you drag it too hard, it will. If you're seeing that, I don't know. That's where they gave me my IV for my sedation. They did sedate me just a little bit, and it does make a huge difference because it just keeps me calm. I take medication to keep me calm anyway, so it's more than okay. I really like the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. My daughter gave me this one. She gave me this one as well. Between the two of them, I do like the falsies a little bit better. The Maybelline falsies, definitely, if you see them side by side with the applicator, let's see here, without making a huge mess. You can tell they both have like a nice full wand. This one's a little bit fuller, but you know, it seems like this. I don't know what it is about the Maybelline falsies that I like better. I mean, I do like both of these. I used this one today. This one, I have to make sure that I do like maybe like 2 coats and like that's it. Don't even take it with me, because if I do and try to reapply it, it makes me look like Twiggy. Those what is that, 1960s, 70s kind of, you know, like spidery looking lashes kind of thing, which is definitely not a fad anymore. So now when I contour my face before I apply anything else, I usually use a contour product of my choice, and you can use whatever it is that you have on hand, or whatever it is, you know, that you technically use if in fact you contour. Some people don't. Some people think that contouring, kind of, you know, manipulating the shape of your face is not natural. I know one person on YouTube that is not a fan of contouring, and I think her name is Violette. She works for Estee Lauder, I think. She's I think she said once that she was not a fan of, you know, manipulating the features of the face. That it was just not one of her things. But I tend to like it. And I like how it makes my face look. I mean, my face is a little heavy through here, and I have a double chin. But I use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Dual Ended Contour Stick. This one is in 752A in medium to tan. I was going to use the fairer one. I went back to get it, and they didn't have any more. So I had to get something, so I grabbed this. This is the one that normally it looks really, really super orangey and oxidizes on the skin. But, you know, I think it just depends on the person. So, just contour where you need to. if in fact you do. I use a matte bronzer. This is the Healthy Wear bronzer, SPF 50 in light from Physicians Formula. I hardly ever use the little brush that's in there. I use just a little bit of this. I don't use the big fluffy brush for this anymore. I just use a separate, kind of like a blush brush. And for this, I think, pull my hair up here. I like pulling my hair up occasionally. I do have to have it up for work, since I work at McDonald's. I think probably one of the worst places on earth to work, but you know, it's a job. I do it. I do it because it pays my bills. I think I could say just, you know, a little and then just using it, put my earring back a little bit, like right down through where I've already contoured, like through here and down through here, just to kind of set the contour. That way the contour doesn't look too harsh or too, I like a soft sculpt as opposed to a severe sculpt. I'm gonna push a little up through here just to keep it kind of natural looking. Contour, if you're going to do it, it should look somewhat natural. It just depends on what you're doing with your face and the look that you're trying to achieve. I can pop that down now. If I can find, you know, the right way of, you know, pulling my hair up where it looks decent, I do. I used today, this is a new shade from Revlon. This is number 33 in Very Berry. It's kind of like a gothic pink, kind of. It's a really, really beautiful shade, and all I do is take, dust off my finger just a little bit and just, you know, use what's on my finger then to kind of blend it in only to the back here, because if you have a full face, you don't want to drag the color the whole way down, because then it's just, you know, going to disappear whenever you relax your face. And again, just a little bit more, just dab it off. Just right in here. But this also depends on the shape of your face. People with aquiline features, like people with Greco-Roman, Mediterranean people have these beautiful aquiline features, and they can do whatever they want. But some of us are more like of a mix of like Germanic, Middle European, Anglo-Saxon, Irish, and stuff like that, which makes my features a little bit different. Everybody's different. Everybody, you know, should celebrate their differences and just, you know, go with what makes you happy. It works that way. I have, let's see, 2 new lipsticks that I have to show you, but before I do that, this the Revlon Skin Lights. This is number 201 Daylight Glimmer. I want so bad to go back and see if, you know, if their bronzing things are in the clearance bin still, and quite possibly within financial reach, because they look really, really pretty and I'd love to try them. All you do with this is take like a little brush, and you don't necessarily have to go nuts with this stuff. just like tap a little bit like into the area right here, which is like your highlight zone, depending on the structure of your face, of course. It's like right between here and here. But you know, I mean, I'm trying to think without being too discriminatory. People that have a brow ridge that sets really, really super high, they could try like I do. And if you set a little bit lower, Asian features set a little bit lower. You want to keep it a little bit lower, you know. But as long as it's, you know, within, you know, the highlight zone of where it pushes light towards your eyes, that way you're getting, you know, brightness like from here across. This highlighter is so beautiful that you could go crazy with it if you wanted to. And I think what I want to do, I'm coming off that brush, is to take just this brush and just go right into the corner there, just to brighten up the area there. Another thing that you could try, you know, to kind of make your eyes look nice and bright is to either line your waterline with white or like a rose beige. I do a rose beige, and it's this one, a Wet n Wild kohl crayon, and this is number 607A, and calling your buff. Just take the tip of this and like rub it onto your waterline without poking your eye. Absolutely don't poke your eye, because that's just, oh my goodness. I used to carry around beige pencils like all the time, and my daughter saw me doing this and she says, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that, you're gonna poke your eye. And this is when she was little, and I think it's because, you know, she has seen me doing makeup ever since, and she's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry, mommy knows what she's doing. You know, I would carry, you know, a beige pencil around, you know, just to, you know, like brighten things up a little bit. But yeah, definitely. The lipstick that I put on with this today is a L'Oreal. This is number 114 in Perfect Burgundy. Just to deepen it just a little bit. Kind of. These are the Age Perfect. So they are good, you know, for people who have aging thin lips and, you know, need, you know, something a little extra. Okay. Another sip of my coffee. My husband got me a hydro flask for my coffee so that it stays hot. Perfect. Two new lipsticks that I got. I have a few of these. It's the NYX, and I have two others. This is called 21st, and it's kind of a really, really pretty pink, and it goes with a lot. I was really, really surprised. I did not want to do pink with this today because pink with blue is just a little too much. But you know, I got this one. I have been using it with stuff and really, really like it. This one I haven't really touched yet. This is a LA Colors matte lipstick. This one is called Bewitched, and I love gothic colors. This is almost like a Victorian gothic pink, because when it almost looks like a burgundy black, but like kind of like Wet n Wild has one called Black Orchid. When it fades down, it looks like a beautiful gothic pink, and it's just so pretty. So that one, surprisingly, even for being a matte, is really creamy, and it's easy to work with, and it doesn't, you know, dry you out like some mattes do. I was really surprised with that. I have to work a little more with that. Just use a piece of tissue to clean off my back of my hand. And you know what? I am going to go ahead and try that deep gothic pink. Go ahead and use my EOS. It smells like a mango. Let's see how this looks. This is amazing. Like, wow. Still sipping coffee. Have not even brushed my teeth yet, so. Kind of looks heavy on the goth, kind of. With the right kind of makeup, it could look extremely gothic. Thanks so much for turning back, and I'll see you in the next one. I will see you soon. Love you so much. And if you'd like, go ahead, comment, share, and subscribe. See you soon.